Imagine waking up each day with a sense of unshakable clarity, where distractions hold no sway over you, and life's challenges are met with unwavering focus. What if you could move through the chaos of the world not merely surviving, but thriving with purpose? This state of self-discipline may seem distant, perhaps even unattainable, but it was the daily reality for Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor of Rome. Aurelius did not rely on extraordinary strength or divine fortune. Instead, he built his discipline upon the timeless principles of Stoicism, principles we too can embrace. His personal reflections, carefully etched into history, are not relics of the past but living guides for us today. They remind us that discipline is not reserved for a select few, but is within reach for anyone willing to pursue it. In a world brimming with distractions and instant gratification, the teachings of Stoicism offer more than mere survival tools. They offer a blueprint for living with intention and resilience. So if you're ready to master the art of self-discipline, if you seek to transform how you handle life's unpredictabilities, stay with me. Together, we will explore 10 principles of Stoicism that can open the door to a more purposeful and disciplined life. Are you prepared to confront the challenges that stand between you and your highest potential? Then let's begin this journey as we draw on the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and the enduring strength of Stoic philosophy. Number 1. Define and align with your purpose. Self-discipline begins with knowing your purpose. Without clear direction, even the hardest efforts can lead nowhere. Marcus Aurelius spoke of living in agreement with nature, meaning aligning your actions with what truly matters to you. Your purpose isn't found in grand ambitions, but in understanding what drives you deeply. Strip away distractions and focus on what is essential for your growth and the greater good. Each morning ask, what will I do today to align with my purpose? Each evening reflect, did I stay true to it? By consistently aligning your actions with your purpose, you cultivate self-discipline and transform your life. As Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. Number 2, focus on what you can control. Life is full of uncertainties, storms that rage beyond our control. Yet Stoicism teaches us that true power lies not in trying to change the world around us, but in mastering our own minds. The Stoic asks, what is truly within my control? The answer is simple. Your thoughts, your actions, your responses. Everything else, the opinions of others, the shifting tides of fortune, the chaos of the world, is beyond your reach. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This is the heart of self-discipline. When you focus only on what is within your control, you release yourself from the shackles of anxiety and frustration. Like a captain steering through a storm, you cannot control the winds, but you can control the ship. Focus on governing yourself, not the world around you. In this lies true self-discipline. Peace comes not from changing circumstances, but from controlling how you respond to them. Number 3, cultivate self-reliance. To rely on others for your strength is to build your foundation on shifting sands. The Stoic knows that true discipline, true freedom comes from within. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that we must count on ourselves, not because we reject the help of others, but because we understand that the ultimate responsibility for our actions, growth, and character rests on our own shoulders. Self-reliance is not isolation, it is empowerment. When you trust in your own abilities and judgment, you free yourself from the fear of others' opinions or the uncertainty of external support. The Stoic teaches us to cultivate the resilience to face life's challenges independently, for the storms of life do not wait for rescue. Imagine walking through life knowing that no matter what happens, you have the inner strength to navigate it. This confidence is not born of arrogance but of quiet competence. Start with small acts of self-reliance. Make decisions rooted in your values, commit to your goals, and see them through without relying on others for validation. Number 4. Build consistency through daily practice. Self-discipline is built through small, consistent actions, not rare bursts of effort. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that good character is built by small, consistent efforts. Like a stone shaped by repeated blows, we are shaped by daily routines. Consider this: a stone is not shaped by one strike of the hammer, but by the countless, steady blows that give it form. So too are we shaped by the routines and habits we build. Each time you choose to show up, whether for your work, health, or personal growth, you lay another stone in the foundation of your self-discipline. Progress comes from steady commitment, not perfection. Ask yourself each day, what will I accomplish today? Over time, the simple act of consistency becomes your greatest strength, and it is this regular effort that builds lasting discipline. Number 5. Embrace voluntary discomfort. Comfort, though pleasant, is a deceptive master. The Stoic knows that true growth begins where comfort ends. Marcus Aurelius, like many Stoic sages, believed that by voluntarily embracing discomfort, we strengthen ourselves against the inevitable hardships life will impose. The mind, like the body, must be trained through challenges to develop resilience. Choosing small discomforts, whether skipping a luxury, enduring physical strain, or practicing self-denial, builds resilience. Each time you step into difficulty, you strengthen your mind, preparing for greater trials. Begin with small steps. Wake earlier, limit distractions, or skip a comfort you usually indulge. Each act of voluntary discomfort is a step toward greater mental fortitude. And with each step, you will find yourself more prepared to meet life's challenges with the calm and strength that define the Stoic way. Number 6. Practice delayed gratification. In a world driven by instant pleasures, the Stoic sees the value in waiting. To delay gratification is to master the self, to rise above the fleeting desires of the moment in favor of something greater. Marcus Aurelius, like all Stoics, understood that true fulfillment does not come from indulging every whim, but from exercising restraint, choosing what benefits us in the long term over what satisfies us in the short. Choosing patience over impulse builds discipline. Start small, resist unnecessary purchases, focus on meaningful tasks, or save instead of spend. Each act of restraint is an investment in your future self, guiding you toward lasting fulfillment. By practicing delayed gratification, you prioritize long-term rewards over fleeting comforts, mastering your desires and cultivating true discipline. Number 7. Develop emotional resilience. For the Stoic, true strength lies in mastering emotions. Marcus Aurelius taught that external events do not harm us, our reactions do. Emotional resilience is the ability to remain steady even when anger or fear arises. Emotions are impressions, not commands. The Stoic chooses not to be swept away, but to respond with reason. When faced with challenges, ask, "Is this within my control?" Act calmly if it is, and let go if it isn't. Practice pausing before reacting, and you'll find that over time, life's hardships lose their power. In mastering your emotions, you cultivate unshakable discipline. Number 8. Ignore external opinions and naysayers. The Stoic understands that the opinions of others are like the wind, ever-changing and beyond our control. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on this truth, reminding himself that peace is found not in the judgments of others but in the quiet certainty of one's own principles. To chase approval or fear criticism is to hand over your freedom. The world is full of voices, praise and blame, flattery and scorn, but none of these should dictate how we live. The Stoic knows that true value lies in acting according to reason and virtue, not in pleasing the crowd. Ask yourself, does this align with my principles? If so, continue on your path, regardless of what others say. Imagine a tree standing firm against a storm. The winds howl, but it remains rooted, unshaken. So too must you stand firm in your convictions, unaffected by external noise. The opinions of others are fleeting, but your character, shaped by your own actions, is enduring. Let go of the need for approval, and do not let criticism shake your resolve. Live in harmony with your values, and you will find a peace that external voices can never take away. Number 9. Reflect and learn from role models. Wisdom does not arise in isolation. It is often nurtured by observing those who embody virtue. The Stoics believed in the power of emulation, not imitation, but learning from the strengths of others. Marcus Aurelius himself reflected often on the virtues of those who came before him, using their lives as guideposts for his own journey. To grow in discipline, we must seek out role models, those whose actions reflect the Stoic virtues of courage, justice, and temperance. Ask yourself, who around me embodies these traits? It may be a mentor, a historical figure, or even someone in your everyday life. Observe their actions, their consistency, their resolve in the face of adversity. But do not merely admire, reflect on how their strength can sharpen your own. Use their example as a mirror to examine your own behavior. How do you respond to challenges? Where can you refine your approach to better align with the virtues they display? Number 10. Practice daily reflection. The Stoics believed that without reflection, life lacks direction. Marcus Aurelius reflected daily, reviewing his actions and seeking improvement. This practice isn't about criticism, but self-awareness. Each evening ask yourself, did I live by my principles today? Where can I improve tomorrow? Daily reflection polishes the soul, refining your character and aligning your actions with your purpose. By regularly examining your choices, you build greater discipline and virtue, ensuring each day is lived with intention and clarity. Over time, this practice transforms your life, one thoughtful step at a time. Self-discipline is the foundation upon which a meaningful life is built. The Stoic path, illuminated by the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, shows us that discipline is not an elusive virtue reserved for a few, but a practice within the reach of anyone willing to commit to it. By focusing on what we can control, cultivating resilience, and aligning our actions with our deepest values, we shape ourselves into individuals of strength and character. But this journey is not one of grand gestures. It is found in the small, deliberate steps we take each day, in the choice to embrace discomfort, in the decision to delay fleeting pleasure for lasting fulfillment, and in the quiet moments of reflection where we hold ourselves accountable to the person we seek to become. As you apply these principles to your own life, remember that Stoicism is not just a philosophy of thought, but a way of living. It is through daily action, guided by reason and virtue, that we transform ourselves. The road may be long, but with each step, you move closer to mastering yourself, to living a life of purpose, and to becoming the person you were meant to be. The discipline you seek lies not outside you, but within. Cultivate it, and you will find that no challenge, no hardship, can shake the peace and strength that grow from a life lived in harmony with Stoic principles. Bookmark. If you're ready to take your journey in Stoicism to the next level, don't forget to subscribe to Ultimate Stoicism and hit the like button. Join our community as we explore timeless wisdom and practical strategies for living with purpose, discipline, and inner peace. Stay tuned for more life-changing Stoic insights. Let's master this path together.